from VSonic here. We are here at the CBI booth. CBI Print 2 and also Peak Suspension is here. And we're very excited to have Christian from the company. He's gonna walk us through their new 2025 Toyota 4Runner, everything they've done to it, all the parts they have for it, and all the wonderful things that can be done to the car. This car also just got our VSonic Encore Alpha 3 series amplifier installed on here, as well as our shift power throttle response controller. So the car is ready to hit the trail, sounding good, and also having more acceleration response. All right, Christian, if you could walk us through everything you've done to it, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. So on the front, we've got our super stock covert bumper.
Wow.
So
it looks stock.
It gives you that stock look. It's nothing too, out there in your way. We've got some rigid lights in there, along with a worn winch and a factor 55 ultra hook.
So how much cutting do you actually need to do? It doesn't seem much.
There is very minimal trimming, just a little bit on the outer edges, but other than that, it's pretty much bolt-on application.
Nice. So for all of you guys that want to keep a stock look, you don't want the whole entire big metal bumper up here, this is a solution, guys. You can put a winch on here, it has the hooks. And how's the install on this?
It's pretty easy.
Okay.
Most of our products, we film an install video and post it on YouTube.
Nice.
So if you're pretty confident with installing stuff, you can watch a video and go step by step. If not, there's plenty of shops that are dealers that will do the install for you.
Cool deal. And you don't lose any of the front sensors and all that too? And
nope, everything stays the same.
And how much does this weigh?
This one is probably about 60-ish pounds. So it's not too bad.
Oh, wow, okay. So you don't need to like upgrade your suspension just for this?
Nope, most people do, but you don't need to.
It's an excuse to do more things on the car.
Exactly. Yeah, so we went with 35-inch Toyo RT Pro. So this is their new tire, just came to market. I believe they just became available this past month. So they sent a set out for us and we threw them on there. We haven't had it off-road too much, but we do plan on taking this down to Moab here in the next couple of weeks. So we're gonna get some good use out of them and really test them.
Have you had to do any cutting?
We did have to do a little bit of trimming. Yeah, there's that back plate that you take out, and then a little bit of inner fender trimming, but nothing serious. These new Toyotas and Lexuses, they make it easy to fit a 35.
Yeah. Oh wow, man. Yeah, I mean the previous generation Toyota models, you gotta cut a lot to do 35. You gotta lift it and do all sorts of stuff. And but I hear like the newer ones, you could easily fit like larger tires, no problem.
Yeah, and we did put a Peak suspension collar lift on it, so it bumped it up about 2-ish inches, maybe a little over 2 inches, which helped for clearance and not. If you didn't put the lift on, you might have to do more cutting with the tires.
See.
And then this is a new Black Rhino wheel. I forget the specific name, but that's another new wheel to market. It's coming out here soon.
I like that. I love the black wheel look. All the cars we have at VSonic also have black wheels, so nice choice. We dig it.
It's a good classic look. Can't go wrong with it. It's a safe option. And then moving up, we've got rigid lights on our ditch light brackets here.
And these ditch light brackets are offered by you guys?
They are. It's a CBI product, And we matched the rigid lights, so this is one of their new light bars. It's called the 360 Connect. We came up with these new brackets here, these front-facing light bar brackets. So we're introducing them for a bunch of different models and different light brands. And it just allows that light bar to sit in front of your fairing versus sitting up or a little bit more tucked in, kind of like the one.
It makes installation much easier. You don't have to cut out your fairings either. Just fits all plug and play.
Plug and play. And then we've got our rock sliders, our Overland rock sliders here. Protect your body panels, in the off chance you catch a rock.
And it looks very streetable, as in like you could actually use it as a step to go inside your car.
Yeah, so we have two options. We have a trail option, which is an angled, and there's not a top plate. So it's really used for those rigs that are going to be on the trail a lot. This one is more so like, hey, if you had to ask your wife to get some sliders, this is more intuitive. It's a
functional. It'll help your wife get on the car in and out.
Exactly. Yeah. And then up top we've got our new Print 2 Pro rack. A little bit different than our original design that we've had for years. This one came out last I guess it's been like a year and a half now. So they've been out for a while, but changed the design, made it a little more sturdy.
Nice.
We've got our Ridgeline handles on there, so if you need to get to something on the roof, or even if when you're opening up your rooftop tent. And then we have an inspired overland tent. These tents, they're like 80 pounds.
This is 80 pounds, it's a carbon fiber one.
It is the carbon fiber one.
And it's a hard shell too.
It is.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. It's a cool tent. Easy to deploy. Can't go wrong with that. Especially when it's 80 pounds. You're not worrying about being top heavy on the trail or anything like that. And then we've got our accessory panels here over the back window.
All right, looks like you have a lot of cool stuff on there.
Yeah, some recovery gear, or utilitarian gear. We've got an axe, a demo shovel, and then Rotopacks for when we run out of gas, because these things have small gas tanks.
Yeah. What's the gas tank size on these?
I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say it's around 18.
18, okay. So yeah, it's not that big.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But it's all right. We're here for it. So it'll mount right onto your side rail here on the rack. Just sits flush, and you put your bolts through the crossbars, so it mounts there. Then you do have your suction cups on the back to keep it from rattling or anything. Makes it nice and sturdy. And then we do have our ladder here on the back, which
cool.
Can't go wrong with a ladder, especially if you have a rooftop tent. It's easy access to get up there and open it up. And we do have plans for a rear bumper. We're still working on developing that, but that is a product to come here soon for sure.
Wait, do you have both front and rear suspension?
Yeah, so we've got in the front, it's a collar lift, so there's a spacer that you put on, and then the back, it's a spring seat spacer as well. So it bumps up that rear end a good bit too.
And you have upper control arms too.
We do have their upper control arms, which helps whenever you lift anything, especially once you get over that 2-inch mark. The upper control arms help with alignment. It helps with just the geometry of everything.
More articulation, right?
Yes, more articulation.
That's the upper control arm there.
Yeah, and they do offer a couple different options in the rear. You can go with a 1-inch in the rear, or 2 inches. 2 inches if you're going to throw more weight on your rear bumper or have more weight in the rear. It's nice to have that. Otherwise, you can go with that 1-inch and just have a nice, clean, level look.
Nice, cool. Anything done to the engine or the interior of the car?
Nothing yet. We got this vehicle, I don't know, maybe 4-ish weeks ago, and it was just go, get it done, get it ready.
You guys are fast. You guys were able to come out with this product already?
We were.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Our engineers were quick with that one, for sure.
All right.
But there's more products to come. Like I said, a rear bumper's on the way. Eventually, we'll probably have a full front bumper for this vehicle as well.
Nice.
We do have our skid plates underneath as well.
Oh, okay. You have it under the arms too, the lower control arm.
Yep, so we've got our lower control arms. We've got the front skid plate, the transmission skid plate, and then it goes back almost to the gas tank. So it's pretty much full belly, which is super nice. These ones are aluminum, so they're less weight. They don't weigh as much, which is good protection overall.
Oh, you got some more stuff over there too.
We do. Yep. Driver's side, we've got our Max Tracks, just in case you're out on the trail and you don't have any buddies around.
Yeah.
Some reassurance.
And these look very sturdy too. All your mounts and everything feels really good, high quality.
We're excited to get it out and actually put it to some use.
Yeah.
We got it built for these shows and it's been out here, but we haven't had too much time with it off-road, which
you're gonna be doing soon. Yeah.
We are, yeah.
Gonna get a lot of footages from there at Moab.
Yep.
You guys go out there and camp out too for a few days?
Yeah, we try to. Okay. I mean, it's not too far. It's about a 6-hour drive, but it's more fun to go and hang out and camp rather than rush it.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Cool. Hey, I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Thank you for showing us your car and also showing the viewers. If you guys have any questions about this car or the build, go ahead and hit up CBI Christian. He'll be able to answer your question, and probably the other customer service team at CBI could help you guys and help you guys get your 2025 4Runner parts equipped with all these really cool parts. And if you want to increase or if you want to improve your audio system very easily, hit us up. Or if you need a throttle controller, hit us up as well. Thank you very much. And as always, if you haven't, help our channel, subscribe, like, and also don't forget to follow CBI, Prinsu, and Peak Suspension. Maybe you guys have already follow them, but just worth mentioning. Thank you very much, and see you guys on the next video.